friends, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to share with you episode 2 of me sort of randomizing my TBR from my bookshelves. Last time I used just a number generator thing to pick a shelf, and this time I've made a wheel instead. It's a little bit easier to see. And I have actually taken along this section, and this section as well, because I have some books in there that I really want to read as well, and I want the possibility to be able to pick them for this project as well. So they're just going to be one, two, and then 3, 4. So it's changing it up a little bit, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And there are a couple of the shells that I'm hoping that I'm not landing on, but let's hope that's not gonna happen. We'll see. I think I want to have an out if it's too difficult to pick. I don't want to get into a book slump again, but I'm going to try and be good at picking the book that I want to read. Also, it doesn't necessarily have to be an extended series, because I have my series thing going as well. But if it can work out, then definitely it would be okay. So because it's always good to work on a series, especially when we have so many ongoing as I have. Anyway, my wheel spinner, you can see a little bit. I'm going to attempt recording the screen again. Last time it didn't go well, so we're starting now. So I will be spinning the wheel and we'll see what it lands on. And it landed on number 8. So let's find shelf number 8. This will be shelf number 8. Let's see what I want to read. This one was on my TBR long list over the years, so this is a possibility. It's just really long and I'm not really sure if I'm in the mood for it. We will see. Blackwing at McDonald could be interesting, but that will be starting a new series. I don't think I have anything behind here that I am interested in. No. Sometimes I'm lucky like that. Also, this one is a sequel, but I'm not really in the mood for that either, even though it might actually be a quick one. And then there's a quick one here, I think. I think I'm going to take this one just for now. So the first one I picked out is Big Little Liars. Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty. Had this book for so long, and not sure if I like her books, but we'll see. It was a very popular book a couple of years back. Next spin. And shelf number 10 must be this one. Yeah. That's a good shelf because it has a lot of books on it, so there's a lot of possibilities. So here we have, I can read this one, which is the Narnia, the first book. It's the only one I haven't read in that series. I also have The Deep Wizardry by Diane Duane, the second book in the series. I have a bunch of Milton Boone books. This one is the last book in a series, so that could be a good one. This one is the second book in the series. And these, I only think I need to read one of the books in here because I've already read Wyoming Cowboy Protection. And in this one, we have a double here that I'll have to read. And then we have, this one is a fourth book in the series, so that could be a pick as well. And then we have this one that is a book that was on my TBR long list. We also have books here, like this one was a favorite of some people. This is the second book in the series. This one is the first one in the series, and this is this next book in the series as well. I don't know what I'm in mood for. Now that I've picked, I think it's gonna be either a Milton Boone or maybe D. Bridget Reed, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. So the second book I'm gonna pick is going to be this bind up of 2 intrigue books. It is Conflicting Evidence by Lena Diaz and Missing in the Mountains by Julie Ann Lindsay. Missing in the Mountains is the second book in the Fortress Defense series, and I loved the first book. I love Julie Ann Lindsay's writing style. I've read a bunch of her cozy mysteries and Under Brie Baker, which is her, I don't know if this is a pen name or the other one is a pen name. I don't know if Conflicting Evidence is a start or next in the series. We'll have to see, but usually you're able to read both of them easily enough without having read the other, so I hope that's the case with this one as well. And when I pick this, I have to read both stories in order for it to count. Last spinning. This is shelf number 3, and that's like one of the worst ones it could land on. So fun for me. Hold on, what did I say? This was 1, 2, and 3, right? So this is 3. Okay, that's not the worst one. So this one, we have a bunch of books. Obviously, we have Fluff Dragon, which is the second in the series. And we have Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell, but I don't think I should start this series before I sort of finished the Great Coach books. We have a standalone historical. And this one is first in the series. And I haven't any fantasy on it. So maybe this is a good one. I think I'm gonna take this one. Alright, so the last book I picked was Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is longer than it looks like because it's actually almost 500 pages. So yeah, don't let the cover, the size of this fool you. It looks like a 450, might look like a sort of 400 page book, 350 pages book, but it is almost 500. So I've heard a lot of things about this. I think it's sort of the 2 people after her, one of the ones who killed her, and the other one wants to protect her, I think. I've just heard a lot of excellent things about this series back in the day. This is YA, so I know it's not gonna be adult fantasy, but I think it's gonna be fun to read this, so hopefully I'm gonna enjoy it. I have 4 books, 3 physical books, but 4 books to read for this, for titles to read for this vlog, but I think that's fine considering how slow my reading has been, and I might also have a Kindle going on the side, but that's not going to be part of this vlog, I think, so we'll see what happens. I'm glad I have a sort of suspensey type book, a fantasy and some romances in here, also suspensey, but more romance as well. Looking forward to reading these, and yeah, we'll check in with you once I've read something and decided what to start out with. Hello friends, it is Friday, and I just barely started my book, but the first book, but I did start it. I have read the first 50 pages of Conflicting Evidence, and this one is a sort of second chance romance slash haters to lovers. Right now they definitely don't like each other, slash it's our female lead's brother is escaped from prison, and she just helped him escape. So she's, yeah. And our main guy is a marshal, US marshal type person, and so yeah, there's things going on. But I'm liking it so far. I just haven't read very much. But I wanted to check in because I have book mail, and I wanted to open these parcels with you. That's weird, like a parcel inside a parcel. That's I don't know. How many times do they wrap this? I think I mentioned in the other one that I was collecting the Queen's Thief series by Megan Wallen Turner, and so this is the first book in the series, and I have the second one as well, The Queen of Atolia. And then I also got the next book in the Ranger's Apprentice series called The Icebound Land, book 3 in that series, which I am very much enjoying. So those are the two books in the first pile. And the next one I got was The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. I need to move on with this series. And The Squire, His Knight and His Lady, book 2 in the Squire's Tales series by Joel Morris. I read the first one in the first episode of this. So yeah, small haul. One of them I've read, the other 3 are added to my TBR, but they are all sequels to book series that I've started. So yeah, that was my little check-in. I will check in again once I have more to say about my books, and hopefully I'll get to read more. The thing is, right now I'm currently watching through all of the Stranger Things season, because the newest season just came out yesterday. So I started season 1 a couple of weeks ago and have been working my way through it. And right now I'm watching season 3, and I have to watch season 4, and then I can move on to this one, because I know I'm gonna have to wait until Christmas until another 2 or 3 episodes are released, and then the last and final one is coming on the 31st of December. So I'm just thinking, in order to not having to wait too much, I am just taking my time sort of with this. The thing is though that I keep watching like, yeah, I binge watch these shows, so it's yeah. So these were added to my pile of books. Anyway, right now I just came home, and I have to fold some laundry, clean a little bit, because I'm having guests over tomorrow. It's Black Friday today, so I have to go and get a couple of things in town as well. I'm dreading it a little bit. Look at how pretty these editions are. I'm very happy about this. And now I can reread them and annotate them and stuff later. So now I only need books 3 to 6 in this edition, but these were used and cheap, and so in that's why I decided to get those two books. And yeah, but I have a bunch of things to do, so I'll talk to you later. Hello friends, it is way later. I haven't checked in forever. It's the 21st of December, so it's like the shortest day of the year. Winter solstice for us in Denmark. Anyway, I've been working on books while I've been away. I finished conflicting evidence, and I think I'm giving it 2 stars. I really didn't enjoy it. I struggled really hard with it. I never connected with any of the romance, the characters. It was haters to lovers and second chance mix. Our main character, female character's brother is escaped from prison, and she sort of helped him a little bit getting away. So yeah, he's kind of mad at her, and yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like the romance. I didn't like really the characters. I was really bored. So things were rough. It took me way longer to read that than was necessary. Then I have also just finished Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, the first book in the Remnant Chronicles. This is following our main character Laia, or Amelia, Princess Amelia. She's about to be married to sort of an arranged marriage to sort of force an alliance between 2 kingdoms. And she doesn't really want to. She wants to marry for love, which is like what most people would want. So somehow she manages to escape from this happening, and then there's an assassin and the prince she's supposed to marry are sort of following her, trying to find her, and they find her in this village, and you don't know who is who. So who's the assassin, who's the prince, and all of that. It's a good fun. I remember hearing a lot about this in the back in the early booktube days for me. It was it was very interesting, and for a YA fantasy book, I really enjoyed my time with it. There's a lot of YA that I think are a little bit immature and yeah, I don't know, differently written, but this one actually I think held up really well, also for its time and stuff. The love triangle thing that happened wasn't super annoying, and the sort of guessing who is who is kind of interesting, and when you find out who is who, that's also fun. Yeah, don't want to say a lot more. I think I'm gonna give this one 4 stars, so I definitely enjoyed my time with it. Happy I read it, and I want to continue because it ended, I don't want to say cliffhanger, that I must read it right now, but it definitely didn't solve anything, so I need the next book in the series so I can continue. So that's good. The next book I'm gonna pick up for this vlog is going to be Missing in the Mountains, so I'll finish this one, but I'll let you know once I have done that. So this is my quick update. I want to let you know that it's probably going to be later that I read these, because I have sort of put these down for the time being, so I'll have multiple vlogs going at the same time. I don't know if I can handle that, but we'll see. But I have some books that I really want to read before the end of the year, so I'm sort of stopping that now so I can finish those, and then I'm gonna go back to these books afterwards. So it's not that I don't want to read them, it's just that I'm putting it on a shelf for now. Anyway, so this was my update for now. I'll check in again once I have finished more or started at least the next book. So see ya. Hello friends, it is Thursday, the, I don't know, 8th of January, and it's Thursday, and I wanted to let you know that I am planning on moving on with the next book in this project thing. I've been having a break since Christmas because I wanted to read some newer books that I'd received, and have read through some of them, but I'm still working on one, but it's a really long book, so I've decided now to take my time with that. But I do want to continue with my vlog of these random books that were selected for me. So the next one will be Missing in the Mountains by Julianne Lindsay. I'm really looking forward to this one. I really love the first book in this series. She writes such good mysteries and sort of edge of your seat kind of thrillers, and or thrillers, but suspensey books, and I really enjoy them. And the romance, I also usually like them in the books that I've been reading. So far so good, but I am looking forward to reading this. Hopefully this will be a hit. I mean, the first book in here was bad, but I enjoyed the Remnant Chronicle books. What's it called now? I've forgotten it. The Kiss of Deception. Sorry, I don't know, my head couldn't remember that book. And I just talked about it the other day in a vlog, a wrap up. But I like that one a lot. So hopefully this one is gonna be a good one as well. And then we have one more book after that. But I want to try and see if I can finish this over the weekend for sure. But otherwise, if I can get started on the next book, that would be great as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I haven't just really been in a reading mood the last couple of days, but hopefully right now I am. I've just finished one book, and yeah, could definitely read something. I'm just gonna sleep now because I'm really tired, and it's a little bit late. I went for a training session today, and I can really feel it right now. I'm so tired. My whole body is just tired. And hopefully tomorrow I won't be in too much pain. Usually it's okay, but I haven't been to this thing since before Christmas, but I have been going to some of her other classes or whatever, but it's not as high intense pulse at the same time as the strength training, so it's very different, and I have been sort of lifting weights and stuff, so it's not like that, but it's just been a lot. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully I won't be feeling it tomorrow that much, but we'll see how things goes. But right now I'm gonna go to bed, and I will check in once I've started reading some of this and let you know what I'm thinking. Anyway, bye. Hello friends, it is Sunday the 11th of January, and I wanted to say that I am just over halfway into this book, into Missing in the Mountains by Julianne Lindsay, meaning that I have 100 pages left. It's 218 pages on page 118, so 100 pages left, and I can feel things are going to be happening. Like, things are going to be happening soon, I think. It's a very fast-paced book, which I also expected, because the way Julianne Lindsay writes these Fortress Defense books so far has been very things happening constantly, and lots of action things happening. And so far I'm enjoying the characters as well, and the suspense is obviously there. In this one we are following Emma, who is a single mom. She has a 4-month-old baby boy, and her sister is working at this bank, and she's been seeming off for the day, and at the end of the day, at some point during the day, they are she is attacked. Someone like breaks into their house, a home invasion kind of thing, and takes Sarah hostage while she's hiding away in a cupboard or whatever, and she calls 911, first responders and stuff, and yeah, but Sarah is taken away. She's not left for dead, but she is sort of taken away from the spot, so it's a missing person case. And then after talking to the police and feeling like they don't really do anything, she called Fortress Defense, who she knew because one of her actually the baby's father, wanted to start this before he went into the army, but then she was never able to contact him after she found out he was having a baby, so she never told him that he's a father. And so it ends up being Sawyer who answers the phone and comes to her house and finds out he's a father and everything, and then they are trying to look for clues as to why they have taken Sarah and what's going on, because they said, who did you tell? Like, she heard that the attackers say, who did you tell, who knows, and stuff. And so now a lot of people surrounding, every time they go for a lead, they sort of, either they are getting hurt or or the people that they're looking for are hurt. So yeah, it's like the attacker is a little step further than they are constantly. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time with it. It's very fast paced, and I definitely think that I might finish it tonight. I think it's a matter of 2 reading sessions or something like that. So yeah, happy I'm reading that. So it's a nice thing that this one was at least a success so far. But yeah, I wanted to check in with that, and then I will let you know once I'm done what I think of it as a whole. But I feel like it's definitely going to be at least a 4-star if it continues the way that it is. So that's good, and I will talk to you again later. Hello friends, it is now later. I'm on my way to bed, and earlier this evening I finished Missing in the Mountains by Julianne Lindsay, and as predicted, it was really good. I ended up really enjoying my time with it. It was a good, solid, for me, romantic suspense type book, or intrigue if you will, as the line is called at the category romances, Harlequin, Mills and Boon. This one is called The Heroes though, but lots of things, good things in this one. I liked the way the mystery things were resolved. I liked yeah, the characters and how they were talking to each other. I also liked the fact that they didn't necessarily do things without thinking things through, if you will, because sometimes I feel like some people could do something really stupid, some really stupid things, especially often the women in these books, and in this case it definitely didn't. I feel like everything that happened sort of was, I don't know, yeah, justified in the way that they were acting and stuff. And yeah, even though I knew when things were about to go down, not how things would happen, but when the things would happen. Yeah, but I enjoyed my time with it, and I don't know if it's what the rating is going to be. I haven't really made my decision about it, but it's definitely at least a 4 stars, so I'm happy about that. So far the last 2 books have been successes. Now I only have this last one to read before I can finish this vlog, and I don't think I'm gonna finish it. No, I don't think I'm gonna start it today because I need to get to sleep. But I will try and get started on it tomorrow, and then work my way through it over the week. We'll see how things goes with that. But yeah, wanted to let you know how I did. So this is it. Hello friends, it's a lot later. We are at the 25th of January, but I just wanted to check in because I just finished Big Little Lies. It took me quite a while to get here. It was very, even though when I was reading from it, I was reading it pretty fast. I think it was a very fast-paced book. The chapters were short. There was not a whole lot of writing on each page and stuff. There were some sort of, yeah, I don't know, sort of different snippets from different interviews and stuff that made it go a little bit faster. This is a book about parents of a 5-year-old, and yeah, their goings on. It starts out with, you know, there's been a murder of some kind. We don't know how. We find out that we are following the perspective of Jane, who has just moved to this town. She has a little boy called Siggy, and then she stumbles upon Madeline, who is on her way to school to drop off her kid at orientation day, and she apparently breaks her foot or something like that. Something happens to her foot, and Jane helps her out, and they become friends. And then she's introduced to Celeste, who's also like her friend, or like Madeline's friend, and then things go on. But as they're at this orientation day, someone points out Jane's kid to tell him that he's a bully and that he hurt someone, and then things escalates a little bit quickly about people wanting her to take actions, even though she doesn't know if this is the truth, because she wouldn't have thought he could do this. And then this things goes on from there, and there's a lot of things going on, and then you know that it escalates somehow to someone being dead, and you don't know who is dead, you just don't know that someone died, and there's an investigation going on. So yeah, I had fun while I was reading this, but I don't think this is my kind of book. I don't know how to explain it. It was very fast-paced, and I did enjoy my time reading it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick up another Lion Moriarty in the future. But it was fun and entertainment while I was reading it, and I don't know if I'm gonna give it 3.5 to 4 stars. That's sort of where I feel like I'm at. But at least now I finished. It started out by I started out by reading Conflicting Evidence by Lena Diaz, and I gave that 1.5 to 2 stars, I'm not sure. Then I read Kiss of Deception by Ray Carson and gave that 4.5 stars, I think. Then I read Missing in the Mountains by Julianne Lindsay, and I think I give that 4.5 stars. And then we have Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty, which I think I'm gonna give 3.5 stars. If I don't know, but at least 3 physical books have been moved from my to be read shelf to my read shelf, so that's good. And yeah, this video turned out to take way longer than anticipated and that I first expected it to go, but you know, sometimes that's life, and I'm hoping that next time it won't be as yeah, I tried out having multiple vlogs going on at the same time, but I quickly found out that's not something that I'm really good at doing, and I ended up scrapping the other 2 vlogs that I've been doing. And now I have this one. And I don't really feel like this vlog is gonna be very good. I don't feel like I have a lot of content to share with you, except obviously talking a little bit about the books, but yeah, I'm glad I did read them. Some are better than the others, but I didn't completely, yeah. We'll see how things goes in the coming months. I have also been swept away, caught up in a lot of different TV things. I mean, I watch all of Stranger Things, more or less, leading up to this, and yeah, because of the 5th season coming up, and I don't know when I started the Stranger Things and how that tied into all of this, but I know that it was definitely part of my reading time, taking away some reading time from me in December, and I still haven't really gotten over it, so I've sort of rewatched stuff. And yeah, I feel very weird about the fact there's not going to be more Stranger Things stuff happening, but yeah. Anyway, this was my final clip for this vlog, and I will try and upload it, and we'll see how things goes. And I don't know what next vlog will be. I think I'm gonna try and see if I can do just a normal weekly vlog of some kind, if that could be a thing, getting into some sense of norm with everything, but we'll see. Anyway, this is everything I have for you today. Bye, thank you for watching.